Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, my English. Welcome to Newbie Tackle Journey to the quarterfinals weekend, and it's here for our second match of the week. Second non-forfeited match of the week, which is going to be their opponents, which is Frieren Friday. Once again, it's me, Young, and your co-host once again here, commentating this match between these two teams. We are once again in the lower brackets, and it's their opponents is Frieren Friday, which the opponents is actually a team that I faced in a catch tournament before, of course with different members outside of NTJ2, and but still a Filipino team, and yeah, that team is the opponents actually show up quite huge on around 32 weeks in, despite their seed not being that high, but they're still quite a strong team overall. And on the other side, we do have the Frieren Friday, which is the free agents team. Lucio, Yase, and also having one more player, as the last player doesn't play that many maps, but he does show up still. Lucio is definitely the main player of the team. Plays pretty much everything, but clearly show up as a speed player in that case. So quite a speed-heavy team on Frieren Friday. And Yase, I would say, is more like a consistency player. Just show up quite well on the no more consistency maps and such. But yeah, they have a huge battle to climb though against the opponents, which is the only team that upsets in the first weekend. When they get a very interesting map to start things up on Code for You All Back. This is a gimmick map that I am still questioning why this is not. I'm still questioning why this is not lofted yet. But it just a lofted team being a lofted team. But yeah, we're gonna get into the warm-ups very soon. So we do have Ident24, Fawn, Lucio, and Yase playing the warm-up. Hopefully, players can play this map, because I don't think they will. You need to turn on the skin to play this, by the way, so you're not gonna see anything on the stream. So it's basically this. And this part is basically that those slider will actually fake up players in terms of the patterning. Like once that beep comes up, the pattern will swap. Now they need to read from the behind. I don't think anyone's able to play this part. Yase is actually hitting something. Okay, that's actually really impressive, because even I myself took many tries to play this. So still, this map is basically unplayable without skin. So everyone else, of course, they are playing with the skin on. Another sessions that you need to rip from the bar line behind. Yase is actually doing really well on opponent's warm-up. On their opponent's warm-up. That actually fits their team name. Look at him go. He's actually beating out Ident24. Everyone is on B. Lucio is questioning his life choice and what is he playing right now. But yeah, we can see once again, Yase just having quite a high combo intersection. Now Fawn overtakes him, and now once again you need to rip from behind. Everyone mess on that note. Now back to actual patterning, regular stuff, and that's why it's also unplayable in Scory 2, by the way. Actually no, it's why it's playable on Scory 2. Xing Lin actually makes the map very playable on Scory 2. That's a crazy score from Yase. Sadly, he swaps. That we cannot see his scores anymore, but yeah, he performed really well on this warm up, on their opponent's warm up. So, definitely showing off some strengths right here. May actually scare some players. Yeah, it's going to be the warm ups because the other team did not submit a warm up yet. We're gonna get some technical difficulties, so we'll be back soon of the rollings and such. We probably gonna be skip, cannot see the rows and such. Apparently we are doing populating user stats because Laser decided to update them. We're gonna hopefully get some information from the chat later on. Are we announcing them? You are almost there, almost finishing the rows, almost finishing updating stuff. The stream will be back on soon, and yeah, how's everyone's day? I think everyone's day are having great with Nana Hero as a warm up. Not for me, I'm not a Nana Hero fan, but that was a great map. Great warm up to see. We're gonna see some rolls right here. The opponents roll for 6, and Lucio rolling a 56. So Frieren Friday will be the team winning the roll, and they will be picking first, and the opponents will be banning first. NTJ2 will be selecting their bans. We have 5 no mods, 3 hidden, 3 hard rock, 2 double time, and 1 mixed mod in this pool. Well, we can call it as a free mod as well, but yeah, it's also a mixed mod. So the opponents, they have, I'll say, they kind of just need to afford the no mod picks, honestly. Everything else seems like it's quite their favor if they do perform like round of 32. However, this pool is a lot harder in that case, may cause them a lot of troubles. And you're gonna get some broken fruit sounds while they were banning. We're gonna see our first ban from their opponents, and they will be banning out Hidden Ray, the speedier map, speedier hidden of the pool, Unpleasant Sonata, the basically the high SV hidden, the one that requires speed to play, but also players need a little bit knowledge on the hidden mods, and usually it's a little bit like not the most friendly to beginners, especially. So we're gonna see it being banned out by their opponents. It's not my map, so I don't care. It's mapped by AXA. I just added the map, so I don't care. We're gonna see hidden ones being banned out by Frieren Friday, so no Toho hiddens this time. No one wants to play the hidden pool, but the slow hidden is somehow still in the pool yet. It's interesting to see 2 teams just banning out the hidden picks. As expected, first selection from Frieren Friday, just go for Sakura. Something that is just consistency, and something that is just consistency and only patterns to start things off for Frieren Friday. Their players do have the skill cap and mechanical to play this, so a very expected choice from them. It's mapped by Grimbo. Despite saying Muzukashi, it plays like an Oni. 168 BPM. 3.33 SR, but the SR is a lie because you need to play Oni patterns in this map, and being OD 4.5. So you don't need that much accuracy to play this map. So yeah, and the meta song to start things off, very hype for both teams. But yeah, this just seems like a Yase map after all. Going against Island24 and Fawn in this case. Maybe a huge battle to climb. Being a free agents team after all. They did not expect to team together, but they do at the end. We're gonna see how they will perform. I would say, once again, all eyes on Yase, maybe also on Fawn as well. So the two bottom players are battling against each other on no want to start things off. Early 100s being dropped by Island24 and Fawn, but I don't think we'll see 3-way. I don't think we will see 4-way FC on a map like this. It's expected these type of map to have some misses on, so definitely be careful. For this 100 combo, no one finds an early miss. It's now just an accuracy battle as both players in Frieren Friday are accessing. Very great performance from them so far. Their opponents has a very early hiccup, but now they're slowly building back up the accuracies. Still not enough going against Lucio and Yase. And here comes an offhand pattern. Yase is going to be the first one to find a break on the offhand pattern. He was single tapping the 1/3, but it did not work out well for him. Despite having such a high accuracy, we do see a little bit of a rage of that miss over there. As expected, a map like this won't have 4-way FCs. And now the opponents will have some chance to take it back. Island24 almost misread that offbeat over here, but he does not find a break, only dropping a few more 100s. Down to 99%, but the 100s being dropped by both Fawn and Island24 is slowly giving back the lead to Frieren Friday. We need to turn off warm-up mode though, so we can see we will see both teams are actually playing an actual match now. This is not the warm-up. There we go, so we see it on. We see a little bit of flashing and the throw from Streamer, but he knows. Now the triplets here, with Yase actually building back up his combo. It's actually really tight in this situation. A 10,000 points difference. Well, the miss from Fawn on basically nothing. Oh, that's a huge miss from Fawn. Another 1-4 finisher. That's gonna make Yase miss. It's so close. It's so close. It's only a little bit in favor of their opponents in the last part of the song, where the song goes the most height here, having guitar solos and such into our last Ki. Their opponent is slowly building back a 10,000 point lead, but the accuracy is giving back to Frieren Friday. It's so close. Lucius trying his best to take this, but it's not enough. Island24, it's right behind him. Another KDK there. It's gonna make Yase find some miss, and that's going to be the nail in coffin for Frieren Friday's first pick. And that the opponents is gonna take Sakura right out of the gate. 404 misses from Yase there. The misses from him really causes the map. But that's what I was saying. This map is not going to be an accuracy battle. It's going to be a mess battle. If you're not too used to these Oni patterns, you'll find a lot of troubles in the map like this. With that, the opponent's gonna take their first point. Now it's the perfect opportunity to their perfect opportunity to consolidate that breakpoint to start things off. It will be a very nice start for them. Looking at their seedings, these two teams actually has really close seeding. Their opponents, like we said before, actually upsets their match on the first weekend. So one of the few teams to do so. So they really are practicing these map boosts a lot. With these practicing, it does help them because in its beginner's tournament, they just need to play more to win, and they're just gonna pick a play more map instantly onto No More 4. But yeah, the seedings are very close as their opponents is actually seed 18 in this match, and then seed 18 in this match, and then on the other side we do have the opponents seed 18, Frieren Friday seeding 21, so it's only a 3 seed difference for these two teams. And we're gonna be into the map instantly. Looks like both teams are ready up to fire back and pick like this. Into the map instantly. Once again, it seems like Frieren Friday, it's just more comfortable on an accuracy battle. I'm kind of surprised that the opponents would just pick Nomad once again, despite this map being very practice heavy. A practice heavy map like this usually just benefits the team that just plays more, obviously. However, on the flat out accuracy base, it does seem like Frieren Friday is quite strong in this department now. Once again, we do see Yase with a very impressive accuracy to start things off, but the harder patterns may make him misses. We'll see. Does he find the same mistake again? Now onto the hard part. First finisher. Everyone reads it. No one finds a miss on the speed of finisher, so good job to all of them. These flashing notes, it's easy to cost 100 on some of these readings. We do see Lucio and NTJ2 both dropping a lot of 100s down to their low 99%. But with Yase's 100 so far, he is carrying Frieren's Friday accuracy counts. It's the reason why they're still in the lead. But once again, and he misses from Yase. He didn't know how to play this part. Oh, that's a huge miss from Yase. And with that, it's basically over for Frieren Friday. NTJ2 also finds some misses on that pattern. He did not react to these patterns quick enough. Yase, both NTJ2 and Yase are trading. Lucio with FC is trying to carry on, but Fawn is there to cancel him onto the last pattern. Both Yase and NTJ2 are missing a lot, but it's not going to matter as both NTJ2 and Yase just won't find troubles in that session, and Fawn is beating out Lucio in the gimmick session. And both players finding an FC, 2 FC on each side, and that's going to be a 2-0 in favor of their opponents. And what a tight match so far. Nice FC to both of them. But yeah, seems like Yase is having quite a bit of troubles on the gimmick. Doesn't know what is happening right at the ending, and that's caused him some scores drop. Now it's 2-0 in favor of their opponents. Frieren Friday is gonna make the next pick. I do believe they actually has some nice picks as well. Look at Yase accuracy. Feel like Hard Rock 1 and Double Time 1 might also be a good shot for... Not Hard Rock 1, Hard Rock 3 and DT 1 may also be a good shot for them. However, the reading on Hard Rock 3 on the Ado song may cause a bit of trouble for Frieren Friday. And still gonna go for speed though, Dark Dungeon as the next pick. Yeah, I do believe their opponents will just spam the entire mod pool next with Speed DT as their next pick from Frieren Friday, Dark Dungeon. This is such a Lucio map though. Lucio is very good at speed. Yes, last week he showed up that he showed up on no mod free pick, only getting 3 100s on the map. Not too sure about Yase though. Yase did not perform too well on the no mod free pick last week, only getting a 900k barely on that map, and it does cost almost cost the losses on that map. On the other side though, we don't know does the other team have enough play for a map like this. Being 240 BPM, quite a bit of an offbeat requirement right out of the gates. And those offbeats with a high BPM tapping is quite rough for some players, so we might actually see some Bs on this map on the lower bracket picks. It'll be great if everyone gets an A on this, and might see some FC even. It's all eyes on Lucio on a map like this. Even though with the accuracy requirements, it might cause his scores a little bit, but I do believe he is the player to look out for on a map like this. Map by Jonawell. We're gonna get into DT2 to right out of the gates, and instantly we see many 100 drops from all players. But NTJ2 seems like he's doing quite well, so as Lucio having only 100 so far. Yase there definitely having quite a bit of tapping troubles right out the gates, but Fawn is trading 100s back with him. But once again, like I said, it's a Lucio show. Look at him go already, the only person on the 99% gaming so far in this pick. Now we're gonna get some offbeat in this session, and even some Dawn's mono tapping. No one finds a miss on these dancer patterns. Now here comes the offbeat. NTJ2 instantly finds a break. So does Yase. Both players running in trade, but the B from NTJ2 for now is giving Frieren Friday a huge lead. Look at Lucio go. He actually somehow builds back up the accuracy in the offbeat session on the 99%. Destroying the pick so far. Fawn is trying his best, but Yase is also matching up against him, and that is just a huge map. And such an obvious pick for Frieren Friday, and such a nice pick for them to go with. Yase finds a miss, but it doesn't matter. The lead is still growing. It's just Lucio score smashing all of the other players in the lobby. Fawn is 40,000 points behind him, but it's not enough. The score lead does get a little bit closer, but that offbeat session really claimed the opponent's accuracy and combo, and that's going to be a very nice first point for Frieren Friday. It's not going to be a sweep, and with Lucio's 1200 FC, 1.078 million on a map like this, gonna help them to earn their very nice first point. NTJ2 actually at the end beating out Yase because Yase missed right at the middle. So unfortunate for Yase there. They both actually get the same accuracy count. So the speed does, once again, we do see the speed that does affect Yase a lot in a situation like this. But Lucio just show up huge on the map like this. Now this next pick from their opponents. See what they will pick next. They do have a slow hidden on the board. Some slower maps may benefit them. But I would say mixed mob pick that seems like the pick they want to go for. We can take a look at their opponent's lobby last week. They were 18 seed, so they were facing against the 2nd seed last week. They were against Farts, so there's like no realistic chance for them to win against Farts, as Farts, the players in Farts are really crazy and kind of good at the game. Like they were kind of good at the game, as we do see them finding a lot of troubles on last week map pools. They do have some nice showing on the number 3, but it's just not enough to beat out the other team. They do seem like a team that just having mostly 2 players on every skill set, but they don't like to pick Hard Rock Pick on actually, so they just gonna go for the slow map instead onto No More 2 on Rumble. Guy offers remix. They completely reverse of Hard Rock Pick. However, this map has quite a lot of SVs that you need to catch out. The slow down session is extremely easy to drop 100 counts. It seems like it's going to be these 4 players once again. We're not seeing any swaps. NTJ2, Fawn, Lucio, and Yase. It's all these 4 players playing. Into the map though. This is completely reversed with No More 1. It's actually an accuracy pick, and despite the SV being slower, accuracy pick does favor towards players like Yase, as his accuracy has been showing up huge in the entire match so far. He just finds a lot of misses or 100 counts when the speed is too much for him, but already you can see his accuracy is phenomenal so far. So this Lucio, both players having 100. Might be quite a bit of a mispick there, even though it's too early to tell. This map is 3 minutes, but right off the gates we already see some accuracy difference between these 2 teams. So far, onto the first course of the map, still 100 from Lucio, 2 from Yase, 3 now from Yase. Still only 400 combined so far on Frieren Friday. So that's what I was saying. I thought Frieren Friday would just go for all the no mod picks. The no mod pick just seems like it's so much into their favor. They are such a no mod team, and this might be a mispick from their opponents. Will be a nice break point back for Frieren Friday. They'll definitely look out for a chance on a map like this, but sadly I would say it's on the map that they were expected to pick. Number 2 seems like something that they would pick. Now on to the 1-2-1-4 tapping session. 98% from both players on their opponents and 99% for both Frieren Friday. Once again, 300 from Lucio so far, really helping the team, but even Yase having 500 is doing putting a lot of scores for Frieren Friday as well. Now here comes the slow part. More just being dropped by Ivan24, dropping accuracy down to 97% for a second there. Yase also dropping a lot of 100s in this slower session, but the opponents need a miss from Frieren Friday to have any chance to take it back. And Frieren Friday is just not giving any inch. Fawn slowly matching back up to Yase here, both having 11 100s, but Lucio's 5 100s really helping the team. These score difference are just Lucio's and Iden24 scores difference. The 1.5% accuracy, it's all the difference so far. And it might stay there for the entire match. For the entire map, not the entire match. Into the last part, Yase is also recover back to 99.15 accuracy and beats out Fong in this case. In the last session, even the miss here won't matter much, as there's just no time for the opponent to take this back. Frieren Friday is gonna earn their second nice pawn with a break pawn back in 500 from Lucio, 12 from Yase, 14 from Fawn, but the 27 one just being dropped by Ida, and 24 are the difference for this map. As expected, No Mod 1 being a missing map and No Mod 2 being the accuracy map of the pool. That's 2-2 this map. And nice 4-8, definitely. I would say this is the easiest map to get a 4-8 FC on. So, not the surprising. Now, Frieren Friday, they probably know that they should just go for all the speed picks and no mod picks, or maybe even hard rock picks, like hard rock 3. So DT1, no mod 3, still looking like the pick for Frieren Friday to go for. No mod 5, I would say it's up on the air. The map kinda doesn't have hard patterns. They don't have hard patterns, but the reading on the finisher and maybe some of the finisher placement could cause players misses and such. We do see 4 very clear picks for Frieren Friday, and 4 very clear picks for their opponents. Their opponents being hidden to both of Hard Rock 1 and Hard Rock 2 and mixed mod, and Frieren Friday will be the rest of the maps. So now we see what Frieren Friday wants to pick next. They might be heading to a tiebreaker situation on a match like this. It's only 2-2 so far, so still too early to tell. But it could be that way. Waiting for Frieren Friday's pick. We're gonna hear a little bit of more Skrillex. Actually go for Hard Rock 2 instead. Okay. I'm surprised that they would go for a mod pick onto Revolution, a TK stock map. This map does require quite a bit of speed to play, as the map is still 204 BPM, but more like the reading speed rather than 202 BPM, but more like the reading speed rather than hand coordination speed. The map does get denser in the second half though. There will be a bit more triplets and such, but the patterns before it are mostly finishers reading on 202 BPM Hard Rock. The OD of this map is definitely low, being OD4, but that's to be expected on a map that you just fully focus on S3 readings rather than require players to act well in this map. And also only 2 minutes, like 3 minutes last week, so a lot shorter this time. Players doesn't need as much reading and hand stamina to play a map like this. It seems like Ida24 just saying no to Hard Rock map. Very similar to Hyubi and Cash, he just said no to the Hard Rock pick basically and let someone else replace him. We do see Setsoku being the one to replace him. So a new player for the opponents. And Frieren Friday, I don't think we're gonna see the third player today. Which Frieren Friday's third player being Circala. I don't think we have even seen Circala playing that much, honestly. He did play. He is playing right now, so he's still definitely available for these two teams to be ready to swap in if he needs any help. But so far, these two players from Frieren Friday doesn't need any help. We're gonna need a panic, as Lucy wanted to play last map again, but now we're gonna see all players playing Revolution. Very early miss from Fawn to start things off. It seems like the speedy Hard Rock are really tripping up players in their opponents. The accuracy from Setsuku's also being very low, but he's slowly building back up. A miss from Yase there's gonna be a door to let the opponents to come back, but the accuracy difference between these two teams is huge so far. If the early miss from Fawn is not the best combo advantage for Frieren Friday, but Lucio misread that it's gonna be huge as the opponents gonna be able to take it back, the score lead. And a misread from Yase, so does Fawn. Setsuku with a huge miss as well. Now the highest combo being Lucio. It's all in favor of Frieren Friday, that they can take it back, especially with the extra miss on Setsuku. It's going to be Frieren Friday. They are the big dogs. They take it back by slightly on 12,000 points difference into the last course. The last course is gonna be denser, and the finishers, but there will be less finishers, so harder to misread the finishers, but you need to handle the triplets pattern, and those awkward 1-2 patterns gonna claim Setsuku again, and then more of a lead in favor of Frieren Friday. Now there's two misses advantage on Frieren Friday. That might be it, as both players on 200 combo. Yase finds a miss on the triplets. The triplets are too much for him, so does Lucio. It's now all eyes on Fawn. Can he take it back for the opponents? They need to hold on absolutely on their combo and accuracy, but it's not enough. Fawn find a miss, so does Setsuku. That's going to be it at the end, as Frieren Friday hold on long enough in the break session. They are going to be the one take this point 3-2. They barely able to survive on their own pick due to the misses from both teams. Lucio with 1,308 misses, but the big player here once again with Yase, despite having a lot lower combos than most everyone else. That accuracy definitely saved him from losing many points on 106 misses. I do believe he did not hit some finisher, or maybe miss on a lot of finishers. That's why his scores are a lot lower than everyone else. But top score of the lobby definitely being Fawn. Fawn having 1,707 misses, the top score for these two teams. But I might be wrong. I thought the opponents would be in favor on a pick like Hard Rock 2. Now it's actually, I would say they're kind of in a corner right now. Normal picks are definitely in favor of Frieren Friday, and with just a Hard Rock pick loss like that, they really only have maps like Hidden 2 and Mixed Map left. I do believe they need to opt out of Hidden 2 right now. They cannot wait any longer. Despite they don't have two players on the map like that, it's probably the best outcome for them to just pick a map that breaks the momentum from Frieren Friday, that winning 3 points in a row. We do see our referee asking for their pick for confirmations. They definitely need to speed up a little bit in their picking, or Mom is gonna be starting to set up timers and such. They're not going to opt out for Hidden 2. They are not convinced or confident enough for a pick like that. Instead, they're gonna go for number 5 again. On gate 1. Now it's a big nook map. It's actually quite similar to last map, but instead the SV is a lot slower, so IDEN24 can definitely play a map like this. But Yase there, we do see him trouble quite a bit on last map's finisher. Not the same skill set although this time, because you're not reading speed of finishers, but instead you're reading finishers alternating between small notes and 1-2 notes. If you not hit any finishers, you're gonna drop a lot of score on a map like this, but that's what you can choose to not hit them. However, you might lose way too many scores for the opponents to catch up to you even if you find a miss. So definitely a map needs to be careful on the map. Need to be careful. Of course, I suggest you to hit all finishers. Because I pick a map like this is just because I want players to play their finishers. It's very important. If you already don't hit your finishers on your Mudukachi stage, then yeah, it's gonna be a huge problem for you. We already see Fines not hitting any finisher. Okay, he hit it back, but Yase already have a little bit of a reading issues. So does Lucio. This might be the pocket pick that is needed for the opponent's farm if they're not hitting all of the finisher strategies working well for them. Early stage of the map, already a huge difference between these two teams. This map is very low in terms of combo count. Another misfire from Yase on the 1-2 finisher, really tripping up his reading on a map like this. The alternate between small note and big notes. Yase is hitting all the notes as big notes. But not enough. A huge difference. 120,000 points difference. This is the biggest difference we have seen in the entire match. And that might already be it. We also see Lucio is actually really close to IDEN24. It could be because IDEN did not hit many finishes as well. Finds a mess. Gonna let Lucio and IDEN24 overtake him. But Yase's having troubles on the finisher sessions. It's the difference between these two teams. Into the last part of the map. This is the calm session. We do have one more offbeat finisher at the end of the map, but it's not going to matter. There's just nothing for Frieren Friday to come back from. And there's not enough map as well. Into the last part, that's going to be it. And it's going to be a 3-3 right now. Very tight match between these two teams. And we can see players not from the scoreboard, because scoreboard doesn't represent the finishers too well. But we do see Yase definitely finding a lot of troubles on the map like this. Fawn also did not hit that too many finishers, causing his scores to lose quite a bit. So does IDEN24. So yeah, that's really close scores between these three players. It's really just Yase's score being a lot lower than everyone else. And now it's 3-3 between these two teams. Frieren Friday can definitely... It's damn to think of their next pick. You see of the speed map. No more free. Alice in Pin 4. That seems like a pick Frieren Friday could go for. But it seems like they're just gonna go for Hard Rock pick again. On to Hard Rock 3. Yeah, as expected. Just opt out for Hard Rock 3. The more accuracy requirement pick as well. It's Ardo. It's not gonna get mute if I talk enough, because it was not mute in the map push showcase. So maybe it's the song won't get mute on stream again. We're into Utaka Tarabai. It's anime song. It's in One Piece. If anyone ever watched the One Piece film, which is basically the idol show, and the idol show introduced a song like this to us, and this map has a lot of swing, a lot of 1/3, a lot of weird offbeats, very easy to drop accuracy. We have seen, I've talked to quite a bit of players, and they are having troubles in this map, being OD7 and offbeats. We might see a lot of players having the same troubles on the map like this. Hopefully we do see everyone able to play a map like this, despite not especially being not reading Hard Rock, but players. Whew, this map. No more Frieren. Yeah, when will we see no more Frieren? I don't think the opponents will pick no more Frieren. So it's all from Frieren Friday. It's definitely something Frieren Friday should pick, I do believe. No more free. It's all based on can Yase hold on no more free, but Lucio's gonna destroy no more free. Alright, into the map. No one is holding a double S. It's only the first 20 Yeah, we already see a lot of accuracy trouble on a map like this. And once again, with being a low skill cap maintain, but high accuracy maintain, it's Yase showtime. This is definitely a map that Yase can perform really well on, and already right off the gate, he's already having 200 less than everyone else, and at least 400 less than everyone's in their opponent's team. So a huge accuracy performer in a team like Frieren Friday. You just need to not misread some of these patterns into the swing offbeat part. A lot of 100s being dropped by Fawn, down to 97%. And Yase still only on 100 so far. No one else is even on 99%. Lucio will finally being the second person to bring it back to 99. But Yase's 100 so far on the map is helping Frieren Friday secure so many points for their team. A little bit denser pattern is gonna cause Fawn to find some miss. So does Yase dropping his accuracy, but these 1-4 patterning, it's killing Fawn. Fawn's dropping down to a B. It's only NTJ2, and now Lucio overtakes Yase's role right here as the top performing player right now. NTJ2 is closely falling behind him, but the difference being Yase and Fawn, and these two players are having a huge difference, 100,000 points between them. And a second player issues on the Hard Rock pick on the opponents is showing on a map like this. And that might be it. Like, they cannot bring it back up from this. Despite we still have more of the map left and Yase having a lower combo than Fawn, but the accuracy already seals the deal. Even Fawn FC rest of the map, he cannot beat Yase's score. This is such a brutal Hard Rock pick for the pool. NTJ2 once again, it's very close following Lucio, but Lucio's 99%. Actually, the crazy player for these two teams, 10%, but not 10%, my apologies, but 1% above NTJ2. Huge scoring difference on a pick like this, and what a great pick for them. I was surprised that Frieren Friday took this long to pick this map. It's just such a map favor towards them, and it's going to be a 4-3 in favor of Frieren Friday. Very great scores from Lucio. 10 100s on this map is impressive. 10, at least 11 below everyone else in the lobby. 21 100s from NTJ2, 22 100s from Yase for 3 misses from him. But the lone player here, the lone sheep in the field, the Fawn, really struggle on a map like this. The snappings with the Hard Rock OD7 causes his score so much. Now next pick on the opponents, I think it's going to be Hidden 2. There's like nothing else they can pick. I guess Big Smart 2. It's these two picks. They have nothing else. I still believe Hidden 2, they definitely need to risk it right now. But they definitely need to win both Hidden 2 pick or Mix Mod to take it back. I don't think they are winning Hard Rock 1, Double Time 1, they're just gonna get accuracy abuse on a map like that. And the Mod 3, they'll get speed abuse. We're gonna get a timeout for the opponents. 5 minutes, because that's what the ref sheet says so. So we're gonna hear the song a little bit. Bomb, can you change the song to something else? Or we're gonna get viewed at the fort. Okay, she's changing it. Let's go, let's go. We're not gonna get Ardo anymore. I'm sorry, stream, even though I know you guys like Ardo, but we need this song to swap to something else. We're gonna get alright, what do we get? Did we get the what did we get? Did we get the what's the map? Oh, it's this song, okay. Alright, we're gonna wait for a little bit. Switching the song. Fade the music. That's a real elevated music over here. Meanwhile, we are waiting. I'm just gonna turn on my turn on my Atsuru lane. I'm not doing a good job as a commentator right now. Yeah, it's a grand final. It's a slow SV pick. I mean, the hard part of the map is mostly the slow SV. I know what it is. I play test it because last map Floyd told me to play test the pool. So I played the entire pool. But the ending is definitely the hardest part. By far. Still waiting for a pick for their opponents. I'm surprised that they are taking this long to find a pick. I seriously think that Hidden 2 is by far the best shot right now. Mixed mob pick, they are kind of forcing both players to... Mixed mob pick is not as good, it's because I think they are forcing only one player playing Hidden. And I do believe Frieren Friday has at least one hidden player to take on a pick like Mixed Mod 1 against Island 24. However, if they pick Hidden 2 though, they are forcing players like Yase to just play on Hidden. And it just seems like a better shot for them to go for on a pick that just doesn't have two players. And it's a great way to break up their momentum on a pick like that. So they are thinking really hard for the next pick. I want to know, do you feel like how are their players feeling? I do believe if we do see Hidden, we're gonna see I Love Hu Tao playing the map. I am so sad that I need to set that player name. I am not against Shin, dude. So I Love Hu Tao is such a weird name. Just say I love. we're still listening to the elevated music, but meanwhile we don't need to listen to the second time of the elevated music because we're gonna get the Alex in Pineapple onto Alex in Pinafore. The No More Free, the pick that chat is looking for into this pick, and I would say this one was a close pick. Lucio can definitely play a map like this. However, I don't think there's anyone in their opponents can match up Lucio. There's no one can match up Lucio. However, Yase it's not the best on the map like this. So if the opponents, both players can perform significantly better than Yase, just a little bit worse than Lucio, they can definitely take on a pawn like this. However, Lucio may have a shot to just 100 on the map this. And it's a custom song for the tourney once again to Silex for a map like this, and Akputato for making the map, and Seth and Ozumi for designing the background, video, and such. A very cool map. Love you all. On to Alex in Pinafore OD5 speed map. We're gonna get some offbeats once again. Yase's grass broke for a second there. Thankfully, it was fixed shortly. So no big E for between all these players, and we're gonna be into No More Free. Carefree, Alex in Pinafore runs again. Gonna start off slow. You have some time to build back up, but these slow sessions costing Iden24 many 100 counts. So does Farm. They are not used to reading the scroll speed. These switches really drops their accuracy. So does Lucio. Everyone's dropped below to 200 at least already. Yase is on 100, being the top score of the lobby so far. But a miss from Iden24 to start things off. Might not be the best pick that their opponents could go for. And Lucio with a 99%, so does Yase, really popping off of this pick so far. This might be a fluke pick. They used 3 minutes to pick a map like this, but it did not work out, unfortunately. And Frieren Friday already built back such a huge lead. Yase that's gonna be slowing things down on a miss, but Iden24 instantly traces it back, and lead just gets larger and bigger as Lucio, once again the top player on the speed map, onto the chorus section before they were gonna get a little bit of an offbeat and causing Iden24 to find another miss. And that's it. There's no combos for Frieren Friday to lose this now. Yase finds the best, just not enough. Fawn trying his best to match out Lucio, but they are not going to recover 130,000 points difference. Iden24 finding many breaks on the offbeat section caused their scores on this map by so much. That's going to be it. Lucio dropping down to 98% finally, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be ending the map with a 11100 FC. Yep, 11100 FC from Lucio. Close out the gates, and now they have their opponents have a huge battle to climb. They need to take a break point from Frieren Friday, and Frieren Friday is not going to pick Hidden. They are not going to pick Mix Smart. They're just going to end up the match with Hard Mode 1. Yeah, even though Iden24 misses a lot in mix in a map like this, the 100 count on Frieren Friday really closed out this map. Very nice accuracy from both Lucio and Yase, and I do believe you're gonna end up the match with Hard Rock 1. Or DT1 actually. DT1 is also gonna be a good pick for Frieren Friday. I do believe DT1 is a better choice for Frieren Friday. Rather than Hard Rock 1. because they're gonna max out the accuracy requirements of the map instead of picking hard rock 1. But they're just gonna pick hard rock 1 anyway. Better be safe. Makes sense. Pick. I'll be surprised if actually beginners can fall out. DT1 would be a good pick to go for as well. Why did we not get the song? Did we not switch the song? Okay, no, we did not. We just have the old version of the map. Because this map is used in tournaments before, like 3 years ago, before the map is even a thing. So this is kind of an old map. One of the few rank maps of the pool. And it's kind of like a tech map and a little bit less hard rock requirements than most of the and all of the hard rock picks in the pool. Next to me, I still feel your touch. And there we go, we got hard rock 1.
I just don't understand what went wrong. I gave you my heart. I gave you my soul.
Give me my soul onto hard rock 1. Let's go. I hate this song too. It's such a cartoony song. I don't know what to say about it. It just sounds cartoon, but annoying with a plastic duck toy song. Plastic duck toy voice. Yeah, Harold won. Expected choice from the opponents, not the opponents, from Frieren Friday after dominating, not really dominate Hard Rock 2, but dominate Hard Rock 3. We're gonna get a panic. Lucia wants to play the speed map again. You're not gonna get the speed map. A little bit of a smashing drum noise. It's gonna break everyone's ears. Into the map, finally. But yeah, I was surprised this is not really surprised as a pick. I mean, I expect beginners would just do this choice after they see, oh yeah, we win 2 hard rock picks, they just go for the last one. However, all 3 hard rock picks are actually kind of different in terms of map style. I do believe the opponents test a chance on a map like this. This one requires the least hard rock patterning. It's but more like the offbeat reading with higher accuracy count, but Yase, it's proving me wrong once again with 100 with an SS so far in this map. Impressive performance. And Farm with a 96%. The main difference so far, a lot lower than everyone else. Accuracy, 100 from Lucio, looking really dominant for Frieren Friday. A little bit of break here, but we're gonna get an offbeat 1/3 here. We definitely gonna see a miss. There we go. I said it. Yase going to be the 1 point of miss on the offbeat, on offhand 1/3. And now it's actually gonna get closer and closer as Yase finds the miss, but the accuracy just saying no. This is Taiko for you. As long as you have high accuracy, you can definitely recover with a miss, and this is a situation that they can recover with a miss. You're gonna get a panic because Island 24 apparently it's lagging behind compared to everyone else. And it seems like Yase also finds a miss again. We're gonna be connecting everything back soon. Yep, I do believe we see all the scores right now. Fawn finds a break on the course session. And then 24's internet, it's trolling everyone.
but it does seems like Lucio it's once again going to be the hero for Frieren Friday. Yeah, I do believe that's it. We only have the last part left, and that's going to be it. There's just not enough combo for the opponents to take this back, despite an FC valiant effort for NTJ2, but the accuracy from Frieren Friday is gonna once again support them and take one wish, and the wish for them right now is that we can take it to the next stage. One wish that Frieren Friday have is definitely take it to the next stage. Can they win tomorrow's match against the another team though? But it's gonna be a tougher match tomorrow for them, as the opponents only get stronger from now on. Unfortunate that my beloved the opponent's gonna be leaving the tournament now, losing against Frieren Friday. The unexpected team, the team that the free agent team really shows up huge, especially Lucio even being the top performer of this match for sure, and Yase, despite being a 5-digit, also doing really good scores and help and supports lots of score for their team. And with that being in mind, Frieren Friday it's gonna be advancing against the winners between. They're gonna be fighting against the winners between Lord Taiko and Mappool Satsumura. And once again, that's going to be all from us. We're going to be swapping to another match stream. I am not going to be here because I have another match need to play, but we're going to be swapping to another match at 15 UTC between #Row and Free Agents Team 2. And we'll be seeing you guys in around a few minutes. So take care, everyone.